camera shy, or if you guys have any advice that you want me to give you, if you guys have something that you want to, get off your chest, let me know. And that's all I had today. Ain't got no more. Thank you, Brittany, for coming to the fuckery playground of Lux Talk. We gotta get you back on here so we can really talk about hot topics. We did not get to my story about Steph Curry.
I'll do it tomorrow. You did it after the elephant. It's over for you.
Tap in tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. I got a bonus episode with Ace King, and this is Lux Talk, and we are out.
Bye.
Here we go. You already know what time it is. Welcome to the show that you call The Truth. Where in fact we take the past of pioneers and bring it to the present of all of Detroit's talent. Because we have great talent. People got gifts. We like the X-Men in this bitch, right? Because we all got great gifts. And I like to give it up. Everybody that's sitting at this table right now, we like the Charles Xaviers of our crews or our cliques or our genres. So I'm Miles Dixon, aka Doc Chill. That's what they know me as. That's my rap name, or Mr. Dixon now. And yes, I'm coming out with an album. The hell y'all talking about? I'm too old. Fuck y'all. The truth of the matter is y'all too dumb. And I'm just being real with y'all. And we got nothing but wisdom at this table today. So I'm going to talk about a beautiful lady who has pioneered hip-hop music all through Michigan State. And I can honestly say if it wasn't for her playing some of hip-hop's music, some of hip-hop favorite people, the favorite people in hip-hop music, y'all probably never even heard of their ass at that particular time or right now. She's also has penned some things which you may have heard poetry-wise. Eargasms she was part of the Eargasms, right, Cam?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, you ain't know I knew about that.
I didn't know you knew.
Okay, yeah. See, that was one of my favorite. Actually, that was like the first poetry album I ever heard in my life.
Mm-hmm. We were one of the first.
Yeah, was one of the first. Also, y'all, she is kin to one of my favorite people in the world, too. She is boss sister. I hate saying she's boss sister,
but that's the truth.
That's the truth. She is boss sister. So if you ever seen any of your boss videos and you seen a girl with her hat cocked to the back, riding in the low, that was AKA Cap. Y'all give her a round of applause for Cap.
Thank you. What's up, people? What's up? I want to give a shout out to Sean P and DJ G Raw, of course, our co-host.
Yes, our co-host.
Our co-host.
I like you said, our co-host.
And just want to hey, blessings. We had a hot day today and yesterday.
Yesterday was ridiculous, though.
It was ridiculous, but I loved it. I walked outside. I said, I am black.
Yes. In the sun. I did get some vitamin D, too. Myself, I walked through the parking lot 2 times, and that was enough for me. Because chocolate also melt in the sun.
Also melts in the sun. Now we got to introduce our guest.
Most definitely. So I invited this young man because anybody know me know I love my city, and I say my city not like I have ownership in this bitch, but I have ownership through my sweat equity, through my talents, through my dedications, always representing. When people have wrote that in the source, from the source to all the way to what's the West Coast book? What was the West Coast book that they had out? Damn it. Anyway,
the source was the East and the West for me.
This motherfucker said right on.
Murder Dog.
Murder Dog magazine.
Murder Dog.
Murder Dog said my name is synonymous to Detroit, so I had to represent it all the time. So I called this gentleman when I say I called him, I didn't have to stalk him or hawk him down. He did answer my call, and when he was busy, he said just text me tomorrow. And I asked him, he had to hold on, wait a minute, talk to my secretary. Let me get down to the HR department. He gave me a time and a date immediately, and I appreciate it. And I'm a fan of his work. What's wrong? Her fan. You need some fans.
I'm talking to my engineer.
Okay. Oh, I got you. So the thing is, when I called him, he was right there there to answer, and I gave him a date. He showed up, and guess what? He showed up quicker than anybody. He was actually on fucking time. I said 8:45. He got here at 8:44, and I was like, "Well, I'll be damned." Shout out. Let's build it up. Build up the round of applause for the one and the only, one of the most incredible men I ever met in my life. He's also the one who I believe who started the film industry in an independent manner in Detroit. Donnie Armstrong.
What's up now? What's up, man?
Welcome.
Right.
All good.
It's all good.
Blessed to be here, you know?
Most definitely. And see, Donnie is the coolest light-skinned brother I ever met in my life. I was like, Donnie is cool as hell. And everybody like, he act funny. No, he act funny to people who be bullshitting. And he don't mind telling you that you bullshitting either.
That's it.
And so, Donnie, what's
Life's
up, bro?
too short.
Life is definitely too short. So when people say independent films and they don't bring up your name, I do get kind of offended. Because to me, you was the beginning of independent films in Detroit. Is it fair to say that?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we put in a lot of work, man. I mean, you know, we don't have the silver spoon that's out here now, which ain't nothing wrong with that because I'm taking advantage of that as well.
Right.
I invested in a lot of films, not just in Detroit, but in California and you know, New Orleans, like wherever I can invest and it makes sense, then I'm in.
I know,
but
that's right.
Back in the day, me and Al Nuke, that's my guy. He really put in a lot of work with me. I mean, we rolled from here to fucking California in vans and door to door with DVDs.
Wow.
Putting them in liquor stores, gas stations, all that shit, and it really just put something in us that why we appreciate film today.
Right.
That's why I'm not really like, trying to run over everybody, trying to get back into it and all that.
Right.
I ain't never left it.
I know that's right. Say that again. So you never left.
So it's just, I ain't tripping on the recognition, man, because sometimes, it's a new generation. I mean, who talks about Smokey Robinson right now?
Ooh,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's cool with me. I mean, my bank says different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still making money on a film that I did 20 years ago.
Speaking of a bank, do you give out loans? Because I'm just had to ask because okay, we're talking about that off camera. So no, but seriously, so what was the name of your first film?
First film was called Street Life.
Street Life. I really was upset that y'all ain't do nothing with that record.
We tried. Did you? I mean, the world wasn't like it is now.
Right.
So
that was by the Crusaders, wasn't it? By the everybody thought it was Michael Jackson. That was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
Because the
I mean,
person,
shout out to Sean. My man Sean. He really put in his work too on that soundtrack.
Sean.
Trick did the score. A lot of people don't know. I mean, I literally was just in a meeting with some people in LA, and because now I'm doing something with Street Life with Netflix.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
Yeah,
You deserve a round of applause for that for sure.
Yeah. I almost ignored their call too, man. I thought it was a bill call or something. You know what I'm saying? The lady was from London or something, and she was just talking, and I didn't understand what the fuck she was saying.
Oh my God, you know, I would really like the fact that
when she said she'd pay for the flight, and
you was like, okay,
okay, this isn't the bill.
Right.
It's not a bill.
I said, all right.
And when people say they're paying for flights, they ain't paying on Spirit neither. They drive you. Delta is the choice of people.
Delta first class. You know, we out.
Oh, you did first class?
Oh, definitely.
You know one thing I don't like riding? I do not like riding in the private jet. I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I love it.
I hate it. I mean,
It's so small.
I'm gonna tell you, it's one is small, and two, your ears pop different when you're in the private jet. You know what I mean?
You got to pop a bottle in the meantime. You know what I'm saying?
Pop a bottle, pop a bottle.
And the distribution of weight scares me, but
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, just, you know, I done rode on one that was 3 people. You know, I done rode on 26 passenger. You know, so. I mean, you know, it's like we all gonna get there. Trust me. I don't own one.
Me neither. I don't own one, but I've flown a couple times in private jet. And you know one thing I don't. I'm sorry, off the top. Listen, look at me, y'all. I don't like the fact that majority of the time when you fly private, you got to walk your ass a distance to get into the airport.
Or you can pull right to the plane.
right.
Huh?
You can pull right to the plane.
See the airport.
Can pull. No, the point is you can pull, right? But if them porters can't pull your ass close enough, you got to walk. It's a little distance.
Yeah.
Especially in Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Especially in Chicago.
I mean, like New York or Detroit. You know, it's like you pull right. Literally, man. I was amazed. Like no security, no nothing. You know, we pulled right to the plane.
Yeah.
We got off the plane. We was on the. You know.
Yeah.
Right on the tarmac on the other side.
Yeah, we was in our destination a couple hours later. You know, but I mean, you know that, like I said, that experience back then, it really just helped shape, you know, like what we wanted in business.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, man, it's like if we wouldn't have did street life, I wouldn't have successful businesses
Right.
now. You know,
Wow.
because that really showed me
The ropes a little bit.
Yeah, it's like if I can take a DVD that we paid, you know, I think 70 cents or something like that. I mean, we made some places we made $50 a DVD. You know, unheard of. You know, when it was All-Star Weekend, we was making $200. Shaq gave us $200 for a DVD. I mean, you know, that was beautiful for us. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we took that but we put it right back into the business. We you know, rewrapped the vehicles. We had, you know.
Yeah, you know, and y'all did. They damn wrapped them damn vehicles.
Yeah.
Them vehicles was hot. I was like, go ahead, boy, street life.
We had a crackhead on the smoking
one
crack.
side, on the one side,
smoking crack in front of the White House.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Now you got real crackheads in front of the White House.
Yeah, definitely. We got one in the White House.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
That's another show.
yeah, for real.
by then.
But like I said, you know, but having that experience wouldn't have introduced us to the people who today I still got relationships with. Byron Allen, for one. You know, he's seen us with the street life. You know, people, they wasn't talking about Byron Allen back then.
No.
Nope.
We knew exactly who we were.
But I knew exactly who
You know what I'm saying? Because we in media, and then we looking at like, damn, who is this guy with this? I can't say a mansion. He had a castle back then. That was we talking about 90, 98, 99.
Yeah, he actually told a story about that too.
Yeah. I mean, he seen us parked. You know, we was in Beverly Hills parked it with the van, and he walked right up to the van and just looked at it, and it was like, y'all niggas got to be from Detroit.
And he do talk like that while you playing.
Yeah, he seen the Michigan plate on there, and it was funny, you know, because you know one thing he said though that stuck with me, and I always say that, you know, certain people come into your life, man,
For a reason.
They come for a reason. It's like our 15, 20 minutes with him, you know, he invited us back, like, you know, hey, y'all come back to LA, look me up, here I am, ring the doorbell, you know, and I'm open the door. And you know, man, it's like he told us really about ownership.
Yes, Lord.
You know?
Give a round of applause for fucking ownership, please.
Yeah, ownership, it was big.
It's still
big. I
Right.
mean, it changed my life because I really didn't understand it.
Right.
But by that time, he was talking about ownership. We had silently sold the film to Xenon Pictures. You know what I'm saying? Which was the worst move we ever could have made because it had to sit for 9 years. We had to track down royalties in different countries and different. We had to hire auditors and all that stuff. But once we got it back in our hands, man, it was over. But I mean, until we did a license deal, we actually made, we made a lot of money.
Yeah, don't incriminate yourself.
Yeah.
Just don't do that right now.
I'm good now.
At least tell the
I pay
truth.
my taxes now.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, y'all, in case y'all don't know, Donnie has influenced a lot of people throughout the city, including myself. He made me think about other avenues. And when I met him, actually, he did my first business conference, and it was a successful conference. It was called the Black Advantage, and I'm gonna bring it back for 2023. He started a tax company, correct?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And he had his
Community
own
First Tax.
and he had his own software. So when I was like, a nigga with software? This nigga got software. And I ain't say nigga, I said nigga had a software. So when he told me that, I was like, dog, you got to come and be a part of it. And he supported it, and we pushed it too. And I don't know what all the connections he made, but I know, it was a good opportunity for the both of us to say that we even knew each other. So I think that was dope.
Definitely. I mean, I respect everything you've always done because it's always been media related. Always, birthed a lot of actors and stuff. That I mean, we wasn't even into actors, right? We was documentaries and you know what I'm saying. We was running from the police and shit. That shit. So I mean,
that's right. Switchblade TV, right?
Yeah, Switchblade TV. I mean, it broke some barriers, man. I mean,
it did.
I mean, especially like we was out on the road. So we go to Chicago, we go to New York, we go to L.A., we go to Louisiana, and people know about Switchblade TV.
Yeah,
it was just funny to us, man, because I'm like, shit, it's like the word is getting around. This before really the internet really popped and all.
True.
I mean, so it was amazing, and it's like I say, we came from a different place, and I tell a lot of filmmakers today, like we don't take that for granted
at all.
And I love what they doing today. But like I told them, I said, y'all ain't doing enough. I said, the truth is, if I had the tools and I can make a film for $5,000 and it can still look like I spent $100, I said, and then I can take the rest and put it on marketing campaigns and, TV and radio and, it's like, fuck, I can say fuck, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we couldn't, it's too late.
Too late.
Fuck it. Go ahead.
I mean, shit. You will see my shit on every goddamn billboard in China. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Most definitely.
Because the sky's the limit. When you can hit play, when you can release a film today on a platform, and like I just said earlier, somebody in Europe can see the film at the same exact time you release it. Only thing you got to do is get the word over there that it's out.
That's it.
I'm like, y'all ain't doing enough.
Like, what would be your like number one top suggestion for like up and coming filmmakers today?
Quality. Sound,
right.
It's always a sound issue.
I mean, I walk out of a lot of independent films. Sometimes I can't even play them on my surround sound system at my house. It's like, if doing a film.
That's my fault.
Doing a film is like, it's not about just doing a film, hurry up, put it out, make some money, do a release. I mean, 5K1, when I released that, believe it or not, I spent $30,000 just on my sound. Before I had to go back and spend another $30,000 to fix it.
Oh wow!
You get what I'm saying? Like I had to put surround sound. I had to, there's a lot of things that I wanted to do with the film that I knew if I didn't do it, I couldn't watch it 20 years from now.
Right. Because you needed to have that sound be comparable.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to put that into my surround sound system and hear, the left and the right and the back and the, it's like they're not taking the time to really like they think just this microphone, a boom, and a little mix is gonna be enough.
And it's not.
No, it's not. You know, take your film out to L.A. You know, go into some sound production, you know, studios, post-production studios, and hire a real, you know, engineer that can handle that, you know.
Yeah.
That sound. I had IV, you know, he did a pre-mix for me. You know, once IV was like, you know what, man, I know what you're looking for. We went and hired Gold Sound, which was in, right now they in LA, but they was in they was in Southfield, I think. And we spent about $15,000 just in those sessions. You know?
Wow.
So, I mean, you know, it's I would say that's what I would start with. You know, the quality of the sound, because they got the quality of the picture. You know, I've been looking at some films and I'm overexcited. You know.
There's a couple of sound people here now that I actually would be willing to hire. And I'm looking at getting into the post-production of sound myself.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in it.
Well, most importantly, the money, I just really want to do it to let people know that we have people here. Don't get me wrong, I don't doubt no one who goes out of the parameters of Michigan. But what I have a problem with people who go out of the boundaries of Michigan and be like, oh, I'm not fucking with Donnie here. You be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Donnie
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm more of those people like, go see Donnie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So
yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Gold Sound was here. They moved to LA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I found them here, but I established a relationship with them. That other films that I invest in, you know, and they doing Power. They doing, I mean, what's that? All them Netflix films and Amazon
Stars,
films.
right.
I mean, they doing some real big projects, and for them to still take my call and put me up and, you know, and give me a few hours or 6 hours, whatever.
Put you in the slot.
Put me in the slot. You know, that helps. You know,
relationships help. Relationships is what molds the world.
Definitely.
And if people don't get that, then they lose their sense. I got a question, Donnie. When you look at the film industry, of course, I hear what you're saying with the sound and the look. I think people lack soundtracks. I think people like the marketing of their films. What you got to say about that?
100%, I agree with that.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, it's, you know, the quality, they have it, you know, but the long haul of it, and that's what I was just saying earlier. If I had, you know, straight up, like, you know, I give it up to Nuke. He just did Detroit Dreams.
Right.
He did, you know, and I know he wanted to do more, but, you know, he had to go through some things so he can see
understand
now.
how it's,
Yeah, it's like, but like I mean, me and him talk all the time, man. And it's like, we always said, if we can do it right now with what we had back then, what would we do?
A whole nother game.
You know, I mean, we got on the road and literally drove from here to California.
But now all you do is
Now you press a
hit
button.
enter,
Right.
and they got it right on
Then the digital billboards, it's cool. You know,
Right.
a lot of people run into it. You know, it's cool. And a lot of people say, "Don't do this, do this, don't do this." You got to do it all. And when you only spending, you know, I'm saying, let's say $50,000 on the film. When you only spending $50,000 on the film, you should have another $150 to put towards marketing, put towards, you know, your real, you know, your press market. You know, you still got to hit Google. You still got to hit, you know, you still got to go to New York, do a press run.
Yeah.
If you ain't doing a press run, shit, what's the fucking point?
I got something.
You know
I got something for that. That's coming soon.
Yeah.
Glad you call it press run. I'm just calling it the press room. So it's just, imagine it's a platform for A&Rs, magazines, radio stations, interviewers, and media could come and watch the film.
That's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying?
But when it come out, so we've been working on everything. So the way we doing it is, it's amazing. But it's called the press room, and it's made so you don't have to run out to different. Everybody cannot afford to just pick up a film and go do a premiere somewhere, right?
Right.
Just for the press. But most people independently don't even do press day.
Nah.
And so now it's a format so they can have press day right there just strictly for the press.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be dope.
It'll be another outlet.
Yeah, most definitely another outlet.
Well, trademark that shit before you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I learned a valuable lesson about all that stuff.
It's definitely
Yeah.
it's in the process of trademark. But it's a funny thing about trademark, I'm glad you say that. When as I was doing the trademark, one thing about trademarking, you have to make a trade on your mark, right? So what we had to do was do intellectual property copywriting in a sense to where it only makes sense to where no one can really do it. The name is already ours, and the technology that we use, and no one has it because there's a couple people out of Nigeria that did it with me. So yeah, and we all together. But yeah, you're right. Paperwork is already done, though, Donnie. We going. Yeah. I'm gonna spew it off to you. That's why I ain't worried about it. So listen, y'all. The reason why we invited this man is because I definitely want to give him his flowers while he's breathing and walking and talking, because he fucking deserve it.
Appreciate it.
No problem. In the sense of when you talk about independency, Donnie Armstrong has showed people how to do films independently in the very beginning of independent films here in Michigan. I gotta give him his credit for it. He also was involved with the music industry in the early peak in time too. So we gotta give up for his music and film. So audio and video has been his thing, and I really appreciate and respect what he have done, and y'all need to as well. Donnie, where can they find some of your things? Oh, he got all choked up.
I mean, you know, 5K1 is currently still on Amazon.
Okay.
Which, you know, we re-released it to Amazon. This is before Amazon started playing with the money. But, you know.
Yeah, as he would say. So for those who don't know, Amazon used to pay you 12 cents per second.
Per minute.
Per minute.
Yeah.
Per minute.
Yeah. Not
to stream.
Like 0.006, you know. I mean, you got to be everywhere. So Tubi is winning right now, you know. And, you know, I just had this conversation.
And that's going to last for a minute, too. So.
Yeah, I mean, Tubi they got some plans, man, and it's just like anything else. Once they see, you know, the black, you know, market, you know, independent market.
I'm sorry, I need to open my eyes. I look like a drunk. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Me too. But, I'm shining over here.
No worry. You like an R&B singer. You like an R&B singer, like you Genuine Brother or some shit like that.
Throw your hands
but you know, it's like you know, when Amazon starts seeing our checks. I mean, I was knocking down 180,000 every quarter off Amazon alone. You know, just on 5K1 that I re-released, you know, years before that. And now it's like we got a good little quick couple runs on it, but after that, man, it was like done.
Right.
You know, it was done. I mean, a lot of my guys that's in LA independently, I mean, they made millions on Amazon. And when they start going back to Amazon saying, hey, Amazon, look, we made all these millions off our independent films. Let us come to your studio. Amazon looked at those books and was like, damn, we didn't realize we was paying y'all so much.
Yep.
You know? And they went back and redid the numbers and, you know, put the independent people back where, you know, they supposed to be. To them.
To them, you know? Right.
Because they spending millions on these films, and if we making the same amount that they're making, it don't make sense for them to spend these millions. You know, so... I mean,
I'm glad you said that, because you've been in the industry for a while, because people think I'm crazy. And I keep trying to tell them it's not nothing against black people. It's just something about numbers.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to finances, they have to have a way to justify why they spending so much money. I remember when Amazon used to buy 50 to 75 or 100 of your books up front.
Yeah.
Now they like, you better upload that shit and pray for the best.
Shit, you send it in, you're gonna make 20% of it. They gonna keep that.
Right. So
yeah, it's crazy.
So it's crazy. So, but as anything grows,
but that's why he's a billionaire.
That's what, and well, because he got rules and regulations. Because more mechanical parts. Guess what? Because it's not just a website no more. It's people that actually work. There's insurance. There's overhead. There's a lot of things that go with it. So.
Yeah,
with that being said, we have to really think about that or develop our own fucking shit.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I mean, you know, it's some stuff out there for us, man. You know, but it's subscription based, and you know, shout out to Lumio Plumber. You know, he got that Zeus network, subscription based. He built them something that that's really it stood the test of time. So I think he's gonna be here, and I think he's gonna get bigger.
I pray the best for him.
Yeah.
Because the reason I say it's subscription based, well, I think we didn't get to finish talking when we was in the office, but I had predicted that Apple will be buying Netflix.
Definitely.
Because that's the only company that can afford to buy Netflix and buy them out of debt. Because it's apparent that Amazon don't want Netflix because they have their own system, how they do things. And plus, they just bought MGM, so they bought their whole catalog. That was smart of Jeff Bezos. He's like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me we paying all this money to license these movies? How much it costs to buy them, motherfucker? So he just bought the whole damn thing.
Smart.
So with Netflix, I think Nicole was here when I said it a couple years ago, a year and a half ago. I said they're going to have a subscription-based, a free subscription, situation to even sustain, because there was $5 billion in the hole just a year and a half ago. Now it's reported they $6.5 billion in the hole. Wow. Because they was basing their ROI off of subscribers. Well, guess what? People are streaming for free.
Yeah.
But now they're about to put an ad component on Netflix. Oh, yeah. And it looks like it's going to be at the end of the beginning of the last quarter, beginning of the first quarter, or the beginning of the new year. They will have an ad-free base subscription. So that's just something to look at. They even post out something real bogus, said they lost over 200,000 people in 1 month, right? Well, the truth is they lost 900. They lost like 98,000 people in 1 month, right? But they had to have a reason for going to an ad-based subscription.
Right, after they've raised their prices.
Yeah.
They just raised their prices.
I mean, every company that you can name do that. They raise their prices high, and then they come up with a reason why they do it so low. Xfinity, Comcast.
Exactly.
Comcast. Oh, you mean to tell me you got some poor little black kids in the neighborhood? $10 a month for internet.
Right.
U.S., the United States.
Yeah.
Bacon.
What'd you say?
No, I say United States. They just up their prices on everything.
Yeah, every damn thing.
You know,
so
that's a whole nother show.
Right.
Definitely.
You got to bring me back to.
So right now you're located here. You're doing sound and stage.
Yeah, I got a touring company. So I used to invest a lot in concerts and stuff like that. You know, I was always the one that was, promoters don't want to pay. You know, they just something happened. Something happened. You know what I'm saying?
R. Kelly Airplane, they come in.
R. Kelly, trust me. Detroit Music Fest is the reason why I got into the touring, because when we made over $2 million on that show, and when the numbers came out, I mean, we took a L, and we couldn't figure it out. But the production company, who put on the sound, lights, the jumbo screen, all that stuff, they walked away with almost $400,000. So that changed me. That changed my whole thought on touring.
That's that's before you paid actors. Performers.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, so once I got into that, I bought into one company, then bought another company in Grand Rapids, then one in Kentucky. So we pretty much doing, mainly all the video walls, some sound and lights, but long as we get the check first, like I don't care what they hire us for.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
might as well.
Yeah.
So can you tell the people where they can find your material at, your movies, and then tell them where they can find your business at, and your social media?
Well, social media is my niece set this up, but it's Donnie Armstrong, CEO, at Instagram pretty much. But the film is, it's out there. Street Life is out there.
5K1.
5K1 is out there. But Street Life, like I said, we just doing something different with it. So and then I got some more production companies. I just did another partnership with another company. And we're gonna bring some more films to, Lifetime and, OWN and all those, I'm into that now. It's like not so much trying to hustle the business because we can get caught up in trying to do 100, like we were just talking about, 110 films, 20 films a year. But if the bank ain't coming back, then
it don't make no sense to do
them. So I mean, I really want to take my time, especially knowing the people that I know and knowing about this process. I really don't want to jump out there and put just flood Tubi with Donnie shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because I got some great stories. Even bought some stories, 10 years ago that we just sitting on. And we really just waiting on, the right time and the right opportunities.
Well, goddamn, as soon as you get that green light, make sure you come back to the truth. We want you to
definitely. But the business, Community First Tax, actually, I just sold it for a really nice amount. Got to wait 3 months before I can start another company.
Right.
So,
but
I want to kick it with you about that.
Oh, definitely.
The show.
We made a lot of millionaires. Trust me. And our company we've been around since 2009. So with software and so we've been doing it a long time. I mean, I'm really just against H&R Block, Liberty, and all those companies that
rip you off.
sucked our talent and put our people and our sisters, mothers, and cousins and whoever, grandmothers, into these places and gave them $9 an hour when they was making $1,600, $1,800 an hour. So what we did is with all our companies, we made even a person that's starting to work from home, we made them 50-50 partners just starting off. Then once they learn, then they go up to 80%. Once they learn more, they go up to 100% because really, we like the software. We make the money on the software. So the franchise side is what we connected with people, So like I said, I took everything I learned about the music business and film business
and applied
it to this. But the only difference is this business don't talk back. You know what I'm saying? It's like once I put the shit in motion, it's like it's all on me. It's all on how I market it, how I present it. So
as long as you do the work.
Well, we definitely want to congratulate you and give you your flowers.
Thank you.
While you're alive and while you're talking.
Appreciate it.
And we're gonna definitely get you back here when those movies start to pop in your Netflix with Street Life.
Oh yeah.
Cap, tell the people where they can find you at.
Yes, people. My name is Cap. You can find me at Detroit Doll. Detroit Doll on all platforms. Not Detroit.
They gonna find you down there on Detroit, there, girl.
They show biz.
Okay. Shout out to all my country people that's checking us out. Shout out to my family in Philadelphia, New Jersey that's checking us out. Shizbar from Mexico is checking us out. So listen, y'all. In case y'all don't know, the one who bringing us to you on the ones and twos, the one and only Nikki Nance is definitely in the building.
My engineer
of the year. So, on that note, y'all, my name is Miles Dixon. You can find me on the Rise and Ground Morning Show every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. MDixon313 on Instagram. Right here, podcasting on Girth at 9:30 on Tuesdays, and The Truth and Thursdays. Matter of fact, I might have to get back at 9. Now it's at 9:30.
And it's Father's Day this weekend.
Happy Father's Day, Donnie.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Ladies, make sure you go out and do your Father's Day due diligence.
Yes.
We're going to leave it at that.
Never mind. We talk about that later on. Let's talk about that on Girth. Yeah. Do your husbands and boyfriends and granddaddies right. That sounds like some country shit, didn't it?
It's all right.
On that note, y'all, we are out. Thank y'all for checking us out right here on Podcasting.